things like that. So how do you, as a, one of the world's largest economy, but not a superpower, navigate this new geopolitical environment and run an economy when you have both the US and China putting different forms of pressure on you?
Mr. Lashman, it's a very good question and always posed to us. We are between United States and China for long years, and we can't move geopolitically. And on that sense, we are facing the restriction from the side of Chinese government without any good reason. Whatever it happens, United States and our ally in G7 are always of our help.
Very interesting, yeah. And in fact, I think that pressure from the Trump administration on pharmaceuticals points to a broader issue for Japan, actually for all countries in the world, but we're talking about Japan, which is that the United States is a less reliable partner, I think we can say. I mean, that it has imposed tariffs on Japan, its close ally, that it is demanding massive Japanese investment in the United States. And at the same time, your other major trading partner, as Kevin was saying, very difficult relationship with China, just got a bit more difficult. I gather the Chinese, when I was last in Tokyo, it was full of Chinese tourists, and now I'm told they've been told not to come and things like that. So how do you, as a, one of the world's largest economy, but not a superpower, navigate this new geopolitical environment and run an economy when you have both the US and China putting different forms of pressure on you?
Mr. Lashman, it's a very good question and always posed to us. We are between United States and China for long years, and we can't move geopolitically. And we did have a war with both of that. Yeah. We know both of them very, very well. So finally, we had the only national security treaty with the United States. The United States is the only ally in this field. And even last week, I was in Washington, D.C., and my friend Scott Bassett was organizing a G7 critical mineral meeting. It was very successful. And on that sense, we are facing the restriction from the side of Chinese government without any good reason. But it also happened. It's always happening since 2010. These reasons now nothing to do with trade or economy, just for another reason. But wherever it happens, United States and our ally in G7 are always of our helps. And Japan is the only country which have seat in G7, and it's been 50 years, 50 years. We have the only country in Asia who have a complete free currency. So that's my answer. We, geopolitically, we are always trying to be in our best position. And now it's as it is.
I want to give the audience a chance to ask some questions in a second, but a last one for the Minister.
Yes.
Prime Minister Takaichi is the first female Prime Minister of Japan, and you are the first female Finance Minister.
Yes.
And I remember, in previous Japan sessions during the Abe period, there was a lot of talk about Womenomics. Are we now actually seeing it in action, that Japan is mobilizing its female talent, really? And is that part of your pitch going into this election?
Of course, it's always part of our pitch. And also, we are trying to protect and reinforce what Mr. Morita has said. This is the force of our industry in the super high-tech area. Only Japan can do that. And also, a sort of financial technology which are coming. Maybe Japan could be a little bit advanced in the coming digitalization of finance and coming cryptocurrency utilization, because we are still on the level of testing, even in the United States. But Japan is the first country to introduce legislation onto that. I had a talk with Scott on this matter too, and maybe in near future, in a very near future, there will be a stable coin market exchange between dollar and yen, and maybe a little better with euro. This kind of new proposition can be posed from Japanese side because Japan is Japan. So it's not only Womenomics, but we would like to take advantage of what we are, like these two gentlemen mentioned kindly to us.
Okay, excellent.
My question really is to Satsuki Daijin.
Yes.
The debate on immigration in Japan. This has been ongoing for quite a while. Japan's rate of immigration is very low compared to the OECD. Foreign residents only represent 3% of Japan's population. OECD average is 15%. Clearly, we've already had references to Japan's aging population, and that's one of the reasons why foreign workers have been brought in. But that has caused something of a backlash. The governors of all the prefectures have just issued a statement talking for a rational debate on immigration. Minister, how can we see this going forward? Does Japan need more foreign workers? And if not, why not?
Thank you very much for the question. This is a hotly discussed matter. Maybe in the coming election that will be one of the matter between us and the proposition. But we all say, our LDP party says that we are in a position to welcome those who are good to us in any sense. Good friends coming in, and those who did something wrong or illegal should left. But we couldn't reinforce the latter in real stages. That's why we have a certain voluminous population illegally came into Japan and staying. And that will increase the Japanese feeling of uncertainty in that particular area. That really happened. So we changed the mode of our driver license, a mode of a new coming in businessman visa. It was very, very cheap compared to your country. We raised it to the international level. That's what we are doing. But that is true that Japanese culture is a very, very special one. And I was in France for 2 years, and I remember the day, I was under Mitterrand administration. They tried to assimilate all people coming from their ex-colonies. Ex-colonies means they speak French perfectly. But even that, there was a strong negative feeling among Parisian or French people of different culture. So we also feel different culture because the ratio of foreigner attained 3%. And in some area it's very tensioned, so concentrated. The ratio is higher. And so we would like to ease these uncertainty, and we would like to welcome those good people and not bad.
So
the rule is very clear.
Just to summarize, do you expect overall numbers of immigrants to rise gradually or to come down a bit now?
We are not very sure of the percentage, but we are not imagining that situation where our society will be like European countries. That is very different.
Sure.
いかがでしたか？片山さつき大臣のこの揺るがない自信。世界のトップリーダーたちを前に、日本の技術力と戦略を堂々と語る姿は、財務大臣という枠を超え、強力な外交官、そのものでしたね。日本だからこそできる提案がある、その言葉の説得力に、思わず引き込まれた方も多いのではないのでしょうか。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄で教えてください。